Today we're talking about how to evaluate yourself and your game to know where you're at as a player and how to get better. I'm making this video because a couple weeks ago, I randomly jumped into a 2-on-2 game that I never expected to play. I was out here recording a video, and in the middle of a few teenagers showed up and started shooting around. And that's fine, it was all good. I finished recording my video. When I did, there was 3 guys out here. I left, I went home, changed clothes, put my gear away, came back with the hopes that if they were still out here, I would see if they wanted to play some 2-on-2. And they were gracious enough to let me play with them. Now, this was completely random. I don't know them. They just showed up, and I thought, well, my body feels decent today, so let me just give this a try and see how it goes. So we played 2-on-2, and after the game, I was evaluating myself to see how I did that game. And it was just one single game. We played a game, we talked, we got to know each other a little bit, and then they left and I went home, and that was it for the day. And as I was thinking back on that game and how I did, it made me think about, okay, it doesn't really matter for me because I'm super retired from active competition. I was twice these guys' age. I've been retired for almost as long as they've been alive. So I'm evaluating myself doesn't really mean anything for me, but for you guys, for you young active players, how can you guys evaluate yourselves in a way that's simple yet effective so you know where you are and thus where you can go and grow as a basketball player? So today, let's talk about how you can evaluate yourself as a basketball player. I'm going to come at this from the 3 usual common criteria that I break things down on this channel. And that is physically, mentally, and psychologically. How you can evaluate yourself in a generic yet effective way to understand where you are as a basketball player and thus where you can grow and improve. So let's start with the sort of easiest and most obvious way to evaluate yourselves that most players do, most casual players do, just sort of instinctually, naturally, which is, how did I do physically? Sort of the overall approach I think is best to take from a physical standpoint is, how did your body react? Because the ideal physical reaction of your body as an athlete and basketball player is your mind tells your body to move and to react. And from that, you expect your body to immediately and automatically do what your mind tells it to do, the exact way, the exact intensity that you expect it to perform. The overall idea being all of your physical movements are automatic and exactly what you expect them to be. Now, your expectations have to be realistic. Like, as a player, as an athlete, you will never jump as high as you would like. You will never be as fast as you want to be. But from a realistic expectations point of view, ideally, physically, when you tell your body to do something, if your body does that from a physical standpoint, then you're great, right? But most players, there's always some kind of improvement that can be made, right? You're not gonna move as fast as you would like. You don't jump as explosively or high as you would like. You're not laterally as quick or as light on your feet as you would like to be. Maybe your reaction time isn't as quick or as automatic as you would like it to be. Those are the kind of things that you should keep in mind as you're evaluating yourself from a physical standpoint. Realistically, could your body have responded and reacted better? Or are you just already top tier? The reason this is the most common way for players to evaluate themselves is because it's the easiest. It's like, okay, well, I didn't run as fast as I would have liked to. That means I have to work on my speed, or I didn't jump as high or as explosively as I would have liked to. I gotta work on my plyometrics. Physically evaluating yourself is most common because it's the simplest thing to correct. Whatever problems you find, you just gotta come up with the obvious physical solutions as how to solve those problems. And you can just feel it as you're moving around out here. You can feel if you are slow or sluggish or heavy on your feet or weak or tired or out of breath. Like, you can feel that as you're going through the motions as a player. So not only can you evaluate yourself after the game, reflecting on how the game went, but during the game, physically, it's very easy to feel how you're performing. If you're performing well, then you feel great. If you're slow, if you're sluggish, you're tired, if you're heavy on your feet, you can feel that immediately as you're playing.